Szczerba. While the professor was busy getting plastered, I went through the papers you brought back from X5. And guess what? Leaving Malachite was the right call. I think I've stumbled upon something they all overlooked. Even Dvupalov himself missed it. But it's just a theory. I need to put it to the test. To do so, I'll need callers. Can you help me gather some?
All right. Tell me where to find them.
I've detected a few caller signals, but the locations are approximate. I'll forward you the coordinates, but you'll have to pin them down once you're on site. Just make sure to bring me the entire batch. I don't want my work interrupted by one sample at a time.
Those scientists are fucking nuts, man. Putting a collar on a freak like that.
Keep it down. They're footing the bill.
I'd love to meet the owner of this little pet. He's gotta be off his damn rocker.
Stay alert. Maybe we'll get that chance.
Take any questions to my commanding officer.
No
What's up,
offense,
Stalker?
Stalker, but we don't like strangers here. What do you want?
Looks like you found a caller. I need it.
Turns out you were right, Mamai. That critter does have an owner. It looks kinda normal, though.
Yeah. Listen, Stalker. My men and I are under contract to kill a mutant. The job's from Malachite. We did the job, and that collar's our ticket to getting paid. Without it, we're shit out of luck. Unless you're willing to pay us more. There are two things I don't like. Conflict, and making long trips to see women who are playing hard to get.
All right, I'll buy it. Even though it's a fucking ripoff.
And no one's getting hurt. I've come to appreciate that in my time in the zone. Sure, we can chat. No rush. I'm thinking about joining Malachite Security when I retire. They've got a real samovar there. Plenty of hot tea. And other things, too. Not the worst conversation I've had in my life.
The zone has its fair share of weirdness, but mutants wearing collars? That's a new one. Hey, Stalker. Scientists are the biggest weirdos in the zone. First, they create mutants, one scarier than the next, and now they hire us to kill them. I mean, it's good for business, sure, but what the actual hell? Watch your back around the scientists. They're all nuts.
We risked our necks just lugging him back. And you wanted to search the clearing too?
Calm down. He saved your life 6 months ago. We couldn't just leave him behind.
Deadpool don't give a fuck where they rest. But I do. Now you could do this to a human being.
I know. It's those mercenaries. They were looking for the doctor, and they found Gray instead.
Bullshit. Mercs wouldn't do something like this.
People ain't mutants. They're capable of anything. Now hush. I've got to figure out what mauled Gray like that. Maybe then we can hunt the fuckers down.
Buzz off.
Sorry, Lona. Not a good time. We're not open for business right now.
So why don't you get the fuck out of here? And shut the door on your way out.
We're not open for business, but we can chat. Keep it short. You can see what's going on here.
I'm looking for the doctor. I heard you might know where to find him.
You too? Are you working with the mercs, you son of a bitch? Answer me!
Put the gun down. Now. And you, Loner. Why are you so interested in the doctor?
I'm looking for Strelok. The doctor knows where to find him.
I don't know why you need Strelok, but finding the doctor ain't exactly a walk in the park either. No one knows where the doctor lives. All we know is he helps the wounded, both human and mutant. He saved my life some 5 years ago.
Why didn't your buddy, the doctor, step in for Gray, huh? Too busy stitching a tentacle back to a bloodsucker's ass. Or are we hunters worse than mutants?
If he didn't help, he couldn't. Or didn't want to. Or maybe the mercs got to him first.
Tell me more about the doctor.
Want me to do a little dance for you while I'm at it? Everybody's got questions about him. First the mercs, now the loners.
It can get much worse. The doctor is a legend around here. Nobody really knows where he's holed up. But if you're injured, he'll track you down and lend a hand. Well, at least he used to.
I'm telling you, it was the doctor. We'd been hunting his pets. That's why he came after us.
You're an idiot, Hornet. The doctor saved my ass once. And I've been in the hunting business around here for a solid decade.
What are you guys doing here anyway?
Breeding fleshes for a stew. We're hunting, what else? We can't all go anomaly diving and playing detective. Sometimes scientists cut us a check for some mutants, or freedom tosses us a job. Life's pretty decent here. Or at least it used to be. I used to feel at home in these woods. But now, it's like I'm locked up all over again. Like that one time back in Garbage. Enemies everywhere, nowhere to run.
Well, find them.
Or they'll find us first. Just like Gray.
So you've seen the doctor?
Just like I see right now. Except I had a hole in my gut, so the memory's a little hazy. I saw a shadowy figure, and then I woke up in the clearing. My wound was all cleaned and patched up. And my radio was even charged. The guy said I was missing for a week. So don't pay attention to Hornet. The doctor never hurt anyone. He's all about helping folks.
So where should I start looking for him?
Gray was gonna stake out a place where the doctor was spotted before. It was a while ago, but I don't have any other leads. If it was those mercs, maybe they left something behind.
So that's why you've been chattering away for 2 hours straight? Huh? You're thinking of sending Loner to snoop around the clearing?
You're after the doctor, Stalker, and I'm looking for the bastards who did Gray in. Why don't we lend each other a hand?
Don't listen to him, Loner. 2 fellas took on McClure's job. Gray and a new guy, you can see what's left of him. Something's fishy. If you go after them, you might not make it back either.
Thanks for the help. And the heads up.
If those mercs were behind it, watch your step out there. And if it wasn't them, be even more careful.
Better yet, get out of here while you still can. Before it gets worse.
I already told you everything, Stalker. You've got the coordinates for the clearing on your PDA. Now let me concentrate.
I'm looking for the doctor.
We were looking for him too, but he got to us first. We were sent here to track down the doctor. I told Wolfhound not to take the job. We don't even know the client. I figured we'd be safe here, with all these anomalies and radiation around, but he just plowed right through, you know? The Geiger's off the charts, and he's just strolling around.
What's with the radio?
That's our signal. When it's blasting at full volume, it means trouble. Make a run for it and don't look back.
But what if someone follows the sound back here?
Bring 'em on. I'm as good as gone already, as you can see. At least I can give the guys a fighting chance.
Who are you working for?
I have no idea. Nobody's ever seen the guy, and his jobs always turn out bad. He sent my pal to Wild Island after Circa went kaboom. Never heard from him again. We should never have taken this job. Bad call.
Who is he?
The doctor! It was him! He's the one who took out those hunters, then came gunning for us. He knew we were onto him. I couldn't do anything. He dropped two of our guys with a sniper rifle. Bang! Bang! Gone! And then he walked right through the radiation. I put 2 rounds in him, and the guy didn't even blink. Next thing I knew, he was right up in my face, point blank. I've used up all my medkits. I'm not gonna make it, am I?
Here, take this. It'll help.
Thanks, Lona. I hope the guys get back soon.
Alpha team, we've tracked him down to the cemetery. We need backup ASAP. I repeat, everyone, get your asses over here.
He's about to off them all. You gotta help him, Stalker. He's gonna wipe them all out. Help them, Stalker. They might not be angels, but they sure as hell don't deserve this. I'm gonna take a breather, maybe catch a few wings.
Them by choice. The monolith guided him to hunt me with live bait, and I won't let you finish him. Enough deaths.
So, this is what the real doctor looks like.
Do you know him? This monolithian?
Strider. His name's Strider.
That's a good name. An honest name. You were looking for the doctor. Well, you found him. Now what do you want from me?
So, it was him who killed the mercenaries and hunters.
They were bait. A way to catch my attention.
But you hadn't helped them.
How many lives can a dead doctor save? Sometimes you need to make small sacrifices so you can save more lives later.
Is he going to make it?
I've treated worse injuries, even on monolithians. Especially on monolithians.
He spilled a lot of blood to get here. His own, and other people's.
And so did you, I imagine. I'm aware of what he's done, but he's injured and needs help. That's all that matters to me.
I'm looking for any information about Strelok. I know you two have some history.
I doubt Strelok's figured out how to bring the dead back to life. So it's up to us to help Strider. Everything else can wait.
You think there's still a chance to help him?
In a way, Strider's fortunate to be a monolithian. There's something that can help men like him, but not us. I've marked a former monolithian hospital on your PDA. If they've tapped into the old stashes, you might find a regenerator there. Along with the monolithians themselves, of course. I'd ask you to spare the wounded and keep them alive. But it's your call, Stalker.
A regenerator? What's that?
A creation of sea consciousness. It helps the monolithians to heal even the most grievous injuries and get radiation out of their bodies faster. Unfortunately, it only works on those who lack resistance to external control after being completely stripped of sea immunity. Trading one's freedom for the chance to wander through the CNPP during an emission is a devil's bargain. But no one asked their opinion on the matter.
I've heard that you treat both humans and mutants. Why?
Because none of them are responsible for what's going on here. Not the Stalkers, not the mutants, not even the monolithians. And also because everyone has to pay their dues someday.
Why are you so concerned about his life?
Because it's the only thing we truly possess. No matter how bad we believe it to be. Now go. Don't waste any more time. Hurry up. He doesn't have much time. I'll take him inside once he's stable.
Without needless...
How long did you know each other?
Not long. I met him on Wild Island, back when he was still human.
He was someone who had everything taken away from him. His past, his ability to fight back, even his name. We go to great lengths to cover up our mistakes.
What do you mean, Doctor?
After years of work, a group of scientists managed to tap into the noosphere, the Earth's informational field. An achievement comparable at best to the conquest of space. It was a turning point not just for science, but for the fate of the human race. However, as with all people, each of my colleagues was truly interested in only one person: himself. They began to dream of worldwide fame, of laurels crowning their bald, shiny heads. Naturally, the truth couldn't come out about secret laboratories, brutal experiments, and other such dubious undertakings. It was out of the question. And so, they all got carried away with their dream of a perfect world. You know how the saying goes, great minds think alike, though fools seldom differ. And lo and behold, what do we have decades later? The Zone, in our image, after our likeness.
You were there, right? For the Sea Consciousness Project?
I was once as deluded as they were, but my doubts soon outweighed their confidence. And so when the experiment took place, one of the pods was left empty. The eighth one, or rather, the first, Dr. Kaimanov's pod. My pod. And so you've solved yet another mystery of the Zone, Stalker. Perhaps the most unsettling one. Dr. Kaimanov. Pleased to meet you.
There was an eighth pod.
The human brain is too frail to handle a direct connection to the noosphere on its own. In order for it to work, we required 8 participants in pods filled with a specific solution. I was supposed to be in one of those pods, but I just couldn't bring myself to do it. Valentine reproached me for my lack of courage. But, given how things turned out, I was actually too daring. In the end, what we got wasn't control over the noosphere, but rather the zone itself. The lesser of two evils, if you ask me.
Thanks for your help. Whatever happened to life is the only thing we truly possess.
Frankly, choosing between the two of you wasn't easy. It wasn't my first time, but it only gets harder over the years. But if you don't make the choice, someone else will make it for you. And it usually ends up being worse. I'm not fond of thinking for others or giving advice, but I get the feeling Strider would approve of the choice I made, however strange it might sound.
The scientists you mentioned see consciousness. They're still alive.
No, that can't be. Strelok dealt with them back in 2012.
I spoke to the representative through the visiograph in Malachite. They still exist in some kind of form he called subtle matter.
Subtle matter? But that's impossible! That means it's still going on.
Why did you refuse to get in the pod?
Because I've always held on to my belief in humanity. My colleagues, on the other hand, advocated for fixing it through the noosphere, purging it of darkness. How could I consent to such a notion? How could I permit them to rob all of humanity, not just of its ability to act freely, but even to think independently? Everything dark and light about us is a result of our own choices. The Zone was born in a place of tragedy and horrific experiments, but I believe in a different zone. A zone open to everyone.
A zone open to everyone? That sounds kind of dangerous.
That's because it's the only way you see it. Frightened and caged, born amid evil and violence. What else could the Zone have evolved into? In a place where both humans and nature are nothing more than test subjects. If it had been born into freedom, like Tiger, it might have evolved differently, into a zone of creation, rather than destruction. And then, we might have become different too. We always had the ability to overcome the circumstances. Access to the noosphere would have made us better, even if it meant a rough start. Understanding and forgiving each other is a difficult endeavor.
So, you were the one who created the Zone?
Me? No, certainly not. The Zone created itself. I merely facilitated its emergence. Although my colleagues and I had different expectations for the outcome of our experiment. You see these blind dogs? I've been trying to tame them for years, but they were born in a lab where they've known nothing but pain and fear. But Tiger here found me on his own. He just came out of the woods one day and tried to steal a sausage. He was born free and had the freedom to make his own choices, you see. The Zone is our collective offspring. But all we've imparted to it is suffering and sorrow. It doesn't know any other way. Maybe we're the same.
What do you know about subtle matter?
It was a theory developed by Valentine Darlin, the leader of sea consciousness. Apparently, he's now become the image of the representative. Back in the day, he ridiculed my calculations regarding the existence of the noosphere, while I firmly believed that subtle matter was unscientific. In the end, I turned out to be right. But if he was also close to the truth, that changes everything. According to his theory, subtle matter can preserve a reflection of a person's mind, their personality. If you're implying the representative is real, that means they actually succeeded.
Before me, Strelok was the only one who'd spoken to the representative. That was back in 2012, before Sea Consciousness died. Strelok managed to reach the center of the zone and return unscathed.
Then Strelok probably knows more about subtle matter than I do, along with the sea technologies that Sea Consciousness has mastered during their 6 years of frenetic activity. Chances are he's still researching it to this day.
That's why I'm looking for Strelok. Word is he's back in the zone.
I haven't seen him in quite some time. Maybe that's for the best. Our perspectives on the zone have probably developed quite differently over the years. If your information is correct, I doubt he's ventured too far from the cordon. Men like him tend to develop a deep attachment to a place they regard as their own and refuse to let go.
I want to find out if subtle matter is real. Things like this shouldn't be left to blind faith.
The scientific method isn't just about the experiment. It's about being able to replicate it. And I happen to know how to test a few of my hunches. If only Valentine could see me now. Well, perhaps he can. We tried to connect to the noosphere as an experiment in the Orbita underground lab. Back then, I saw nothing like the afterlife. But now, with the zone, I think the truth is worth taking a risk. But first, you need to get the cartridge from the signature station in a different lab, X3, near the cordon. It's been 20 years, so the entrances I knew of are long destroyed, but stalkers always find a way. Talk to Sidorovich, he's in charge of the cordon, and could have heard some stories about X3. I'll send you the code to the cartridge slot. Take it and head to Orbita. Good luck.
Well, just like old times. The zone's freaking out. The monolithians shoot whatever they see, and stalkers are jumping at their own shadows. But none of it affects business. It just keeps getting better and better. So it's like this. Any kind of psi protection sells like hotcakes. Artifacts, meds, you name it. And I'm always ready to help. I've got a huge selection.
I need to get to X3. Do you know where it is?
I am busting my ass, trying to find it. And you waltz in here expecting me to serve it to you on a silver platter? How the hell did you get word of it?
The doctor told me about it.
You're quite a well-connected stalker. If it's the doctor himself, those rumors must be true after all. Alright, let's cut to the chase. I don't give a damn why the hell you want X3. But since we're both in the know now, how about a little swap? I'll tell you what I know, and you do me a favor. Deal?
You got any gossip about X3? I'm all ears.
Let's put it this way. If these stories pan out, it's a win for both of us. The Cordon and me. That's all you need to know for now.
What do you want me to do?
I need you to retrieve a package for me. Some thugs off to the courier who was supposed to bring it to me. My men found him dead, and the package was missing. I really don't like folks sticking their ugly noses in my business. Do you catch my drift?
Is there something of value in that package?
I'm not interested in cheap junk. Return the package and I'll make sure it's worth your while.
Who are these thugs? How many and what guns are they carrying?
Some douchebags from garbage, I guess. Looks like they figured they could wait out Monolith at my cordon. But they forgot one thing. In the zone, you can get killed anywhere, especially if you rain on your host's parade.
Okay, I'll get your delivery back. Where did your people find the courier again?
Not far from here, near the old vehicle station. Just make sure the package gets here in one piece. As for the bandits, do whatever you want. If you take them out, I might even add a tip.
Stalker. You want to talk? Keep your cool and the guys will let you in. You have my word.
Looks like we can kiss the dough goodbye, bro. I told ya. Never take a gig unless they pay up front.
Don't worry, the clock's ticking. We're over here fucking around while his debt's getting bigger. If this creep doesn't show up, we'll just sell his package to someone else. Must be pretty decent gizmo if he's paying that much for it. Why, hello there. How are you? Man, this place is boring. We had it sweet over at Garbage. Back then, if you wanted to play cards, you'd slap your AK mag on a table and let the good times roll. Now it only costs you a single round. That's how strapped we are. But hey, at least we're still kicking. Can't say the same for a lot of folks over at the commissary. Good luck, and good loot.
You want to chat? Sure, why not? I'm alright, bro. These days, being alive and kicking is good news. So long, buddy.
Present arms. What the fuck is that? Where'd you dig this thing up?
Dude.
You'll end up with a bullet in your dome if this thing jams in a fight. Clean it up. You've got the whole arsenal tonight. And if I spot even one speck of dust... Ugh, what a dumbass. We've got our eyes on you, kid. Keep your finger off the trigger. Who are you? What's your business here?
Sidorovich sent me. You've got his package.
So that was Sidorovich's courier. Fuck. I had a feeling the job was fishy.
Who tipped you off about the courier?
I'm just trying to make ends meet after the monolith slaughtered my men at Garbage. No questions asked. If somebody pays, I'll take the job. All I care about is coupons, not names.
Hand over the package, and we won't have a problem.
Yeah, of course. On one condition. If you're here, that means we're on Sidorovich's naughty list. The last thing I need now is a war with him. I gotta protect my guys, they're all I've got. The monolith took the rest of them out at Garbage. That's why I'd rather have a sit-down with Sidorovich. If you put a good word in for us, I'm sure we can come to an arrangement.
Fair enough. I'll pass your apology on to Sidorovich.
Then it's all yours. You sort it out with him, and I'll owe you one. You have my word.
You are alive, you lucky dog.
You were looking for a package. I got it. Now tell me everything you know about X3.
I knew a stalker once called the Marked One. Much like you, he jumped into all kinds of risky gigs. No questions asked. A valuable and rare talent. Folks like that are where Zone legends come from. Guess I shouldn't ask what happened to the bandits, huh?
The bandits don't want to start a war with you. They said they didn't know the courier was yours, and they're hoping you'll understand.
They realized whose pie they stuck their fingers in, huh? Fine, they can leave. I'll find some use for those idiots. So, you want to hear about X3? All right, here's the scoop. Not long ago, a little birdie told me the swamps were swarming with folk looking for artifacts. All because someone found a way into an old base, proving the rumors right. The bald forest prick kept bragging about how business was booming. I was intrigued, so I started digging into our local goss. And the most interesting rumor I heard was about the oasis, right here at the Cordon.
What is the link between the Oasis and X3?
I've seen some documents where it was listed under the number 3. Oasis, 3, your ex, also 3. See where I'm going? We're looking for the same thing. Or at least, for something closely connected. Because according to those documents, the only way to the Oasis is through the abandoned laboratory. But here's the catch. We have the key to the door, the decoder you took from the bandits. But where is this door? Hell knows.
Who told you about the Oasis anyway?
Somebody who's got full of shit written all over his face. He was just messing with me. And when the time came to back it up, he vanished. Poof! Gone for good.
Are you suggesting I find the entrance myself? Where?
Not just suggesting. If we are the only ones who know the way to the Oasis, that information could be worth a pretty penny. As for where, ask the locals. Someone might have heard more than I. Sometimes even campfire gossip ain't all bullshit.
Well, the situation is pretty much the same everywhere. Either folk are trying to shore up their defenses before a monolith arrives, or they are already a pile of corpses. So, I don't recommend going anywhere right now, unless you really have some place to be. And make sure you double your ammo before you go out. I won't be checking your ammo, of course, or giving you any of my own.
I hear there was an old lab at the Cordon. I want to know more about it.
What's so special about that place? First that dark guy, now you. I'll give you the same advice I gave him. Stay away.
Dark? Who's that?
A seasoned stalker, by the looks of it. But there was something rotten about him, if you ask me. He roped in some rookies with big promises, but never said a word about the actual deal. Then he had a long chat with Sidorovich. Judging from their sour mugs, they clearly didn't see eye to eye. In the end, I made it clear he'd overstayed his welcome. But if you're looking for this dark guy, here's the coordinates. You can figure out if he's a rat or my guts off.
My memory ain't what it once was. Oh yeah, now I'll remember. Where do you think you're going, Loner?
Is Dark around? I need him.
Hey, Screamer. Have you seen Dark?
He's probably at his place. Come on, let him in. He's a big boy. He can find his way around.
You've got company, Vulture. A loner. Okay. We'll give him a warm welcome.
Enemy is close. Keep looking.
Wow, that was fun. That smell really takes me back. I had a cap gun when I was a kid. A Mauser. So who might you be, unknown gunslinger?
I'm Skiff. And you must be the guy who knows where to find the entrance at the old lab at the Cordon.
Wow. Not much for foreplay. You must be from the Oasis cult. So skilled and so stupid. Who actually trusts Sidorovich?
Any idea who paid the mercs to kill you? The thing is, you're not the first person we've both been chasing.
You're one intriguing guy. Where did your paths cross before?
Last time was in the Red Forest. I was looking for the doctor.
Whoa! Can you introduce me later? I'm wicked eager to meet his friend. But he's been ghosting me. Whenever I ask him out, he always sends someone else instead. Like these guys.
You think Sidorovich is lying?
Only when he opens his mouth. How do you think he found out about the Oasis? Stalker gossip? Maybe. That, and the documents I showed him. But as soon as our deal was worked out, I was suddenly no longer welcome in his little village. But the old fox's tricks are wearing thin. That's why the lab entrance I told him about was bullshit. Unlike the key in that package that never made it to his bunker.
Where'd you find the Oasis documents?
I snagged them from an old gig. But I was sick of it anyway. Playing gorilla with the ward bored me to tears. The documents were just lying around. There's a lot of info there about the Oasis. 3 Oasis, in fact. These are just code names, though. Stalker's made up the rest of the story.
How do you know Sidorovich never got his package?
If I ask someone and insist, that's usually how it goes. I gotta pick it up, by the way. It nearly slipped my mind, with these mercs and all.
You mean the decoder? I've got it right here.
You're a very resourceful guy, Skiff. And you're alive, unlike all of my men. Here's the deal.
The lab's gonna be our joint venture. It's a real maze. But I've got a map of it, right here, in my head. In case you're thinking about shooting me and taking it. Besides, there's one lock down there you can't open without me. Not even with the decoder. I guarantee you won't get through it alone. Deal?
Why do you want to get into the lab?
Why questions are of a more personal nature. And our relationship is strictly business. That's why I'm not asking you why.
Alright, I'm in.
You bet you are. Don't expect it to be a walk in the park, though. Head to these coordinates. There's something you need to pick up. It was meant for the bandits, but we need it more now. I'll be waiting for you at the lab entrance. There's a tracker in the stash. When you grab the stuff, you'll get the location. No rush. We can't take the elevator anyway. The power's out. All right, let me think. According to the map, the breaker is just behind this wall. Get there through the vent, and then you can go back through the door. It's connected to the same circuit as the elevator.
Yeah, I'm at the entrance. Let's get this done. the alarm. I've got company, Dark. And the door won't open. Fuck!
This whole damn place. Your door has a double security system. I had to confirm from this end. Now I see you out there. It's a good thing we split up. Quiet now? Give the decoder another shot. It has to work this time. Freaks coming. Open up. I said open up.
I'm losing your signal, Dark. I'm here, Dark. You alright?
Finally! I'm pinned down, Skiff. There's too many of them. But we've got a shot. We need to unlock all the doors. Look around for the security console. It's on the lower levels. After you use it, I'll make my move. Remember, you won't make it without me.
I don't believe in luck. But I'll be damned if you aren't a lucky charm. This is just what I need right now. Open it. I've got your back.
I'm not looking to make friends. Skiff.
Skiff. You got some, curious friends here. Why are you here, Skiff? Doc had no choice. Unlike you. Who are you working for? If you lie, I'll know it.
What about Dark? What did you do to him?
I didn't do anything. It was the TVs. They're neurovisual programmers. Those previously affected by them can't survive another exposure.
What do you mean, Dark had no choice?
He's a sea consciousness agent. Killing me was just a program planted in his head. Those who made it to the center of the zone got the short end of the stick. Their prize was either to join Monolith and protect sea consciousness, or become an agent in the STALKER program. That's what sea consciousness called it.
I'm with the Ward. I want to deal with the zone once and for all. Make sure my new home is safe.
So you want to keep the zone in check? Along with everything that comes with it? The Ward are just Circa's lapdogs. And I know exactly what the Institute's up to. Want me to show you my Circa advisor ID?
At least with the Ward, I know what they stand for. With you? I have no idea what you want.
I want the zone to be left alone. All that common good Scar and Korshunov talk about is just a smokescreen. What they really want is to control the zone. Each in his own way. No. The zone doesn't owe anyone a thing. Realizing this made me an enemy to both the Ward and Spark. Now, how exactly did you find out about X3?
The doctor told me about X3. It seems like the two of you have some history. He sent me here to test a theory.
Kaimano. Yeah. He helped me get to the center of the zone to take down sea consciousness. Now he's using other people to fix his own mistakes. How convenient. He used to be part of sea consciousness. He would have gotten into one of those pods himself if he hadn't escaped at the last minute. What kind of nonsense did he feed you? Something about the old experiments of the dearly departed and the data that might still be here?
Have you ever heard of the subtle matter theory? Kaimanov wants to test it.
Immortality in the noosphere. The sea consciousness scientists are dead. I killed them. All of them. And took a piece of glass from one of their pods as a keepsake. It's real. And so are the bullets. Subtle matter is an induced illusion. A psi radiation technology sea consciousness used to manipulate people.
Induced illusion? Like Faust's phantoms?
Like the Phantoms, the Wish Granter, the Visiographs, the Scorcher, or the Shining Zone. Do you want a peek? It's right here. You can grab the data the doctor wants along the way. Just be sure to shut it down on your way out. I want the zone to be left alone. All that common good Scar and Korshunov talk about is just a smokescreen. What they really want is to control the zone. Each in his own way. No. The zone doesn't owe anyone a thing. Realizing this made me an enemy to both the Ward and Spark. Now, how exactly did you find out about X3?
So the mercs are your friends then? You're playing dirty. You put a hit on Dark. Maybe others too.
When you're fighting against everyone, you use what you've got. They were my backup plan. Since you're here, it failed. The zone is no stranger to death.
The doctor told me about
Kaimano. Now he's using other people. What kind of
Have you ever heard of
It's
Dude,
like or When I found this place, I realized the zone can be true to herself as long as someone keeps trying to use her to fucking brainwash us. Whether through TVs like these, or the STALKER program before them. I just wish I knew who that someone is right now.
So the Shining Zone is a lie?
I saw it when I took down Sea Consciousness. It seemed better. So bright, so real. Or so I believed. I spent years wandering the zone in search of its shining counterpart. I suppose that's when Scar caught wind of it. But my Shining Zone turned out to be... well, you saw what it was. Just another illusion. Another lie. And the one he's looking for, it never existed in the first place.
So, what's your next move then?
Keep searching. Right now, I've got to find a way into the STALKER program control center. The neuroprogrammers in X3 should be connected to it. I just need to figure out how.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Not now. I got this covered. Just focus on what you need to do. But keep in mind that the Ward and Spark are my enemies. If they end up being yours too, we'll get along just fine.
Not everyone can handle what you're proposing.
This is the only way to the truth I can offer you. I'll get in touch when I figure out if you're worth it. Not if, but when. And remember, either you're against everyone now, or I'm against you. The choice is yours. That's the price of my candor.
You are alive, you lucky dog.
I found a way into Lab X3. Marker coordinates sent.
You are hardly cooperative. No haggling, no fuss. I take it you didn't find the Klondike then?
Depends. Whatever you're looking for, it might be there. But taking it with you, it's a whole different story. Unless you grab the T installation too. Your oasis is nothing but a mirage. And I shut it down anyway.
No, I see. But let's keep it quiet. No need for anyone else to know, you dig? Like I told you before, the way to the oasis is worth a pretty kopeka. You have earned your reward.
This is Dr. Kaimanov. Have you managed to get the cartridge?
Yes, I'm almost there.
Before you begin, you'll need to calibrate the central antenna. It's nothing too complex, but you'll need precise instructions. I used to work at this station, and my old notes might still be around. All the information you need should be in there.
All right. Where do I find them?
They should be in one of the offices. If it's locked, try the code 1995. Hopefully I remembered it correctly. I'll be in touch.
event of my absence, follow these instructions. Reminder, the antenna is a powerful C conductor. Being in its immediate vicinity while it is in operation is strictly prohibited. Activate the antenna on the rooftop. Ensure that there is no biological activity nearby. Any interference could damage the antenna. If the equipment detects such activity, The fuses will blow, cutting off the power supply. Stand by. The settings are configured to activate the antenna automatically if the aforementioned conditions are met. No manual input required.
See anything?
room. And then, get into the capsule. I'll take care of the connection. Are you ready?
To enter the pod? But why?
To see the truth. Don't worry about the capsule. Unlike the sea consciousness ones, it was designed for one user. I'll take care of the rest.
What's going on? Where are we?
You're dead, Strider.
Then I am no more. But the experiment. We were too late. So, you sold me out, huh? What did they promise you?
I wanted to sort out my own problems. And I didn't expect it to go down that way.
What happened to my men?
I'm sorry, Strider.
You asked about my good luck charm. Remember? It's an empty shell. Nothing special. A reminder. On the day the sea fields were turned off.
May 2012. The military is storming the CNPP. Loon and Savat teams are in my sector. The primary objective is Quartet.
Southeast, 180. Landmark. Inspection tower.
Target, Soba 345. Low lateral.
Target, Quartet 400. Moderate lateral.
Windage. Breathing. 3, 2, 1. Suddenly, the voice of the monolith was gone. I opened my eyes, as if awakening after a long coma. And through the scope, I saw the body of an unknown soldier fall. He was not my enemy. I hope he has survived and forgiven us. Farewell, Skiff. Forgive me for what we did and must do again.
This rocket ain't gonna take you into the noosphere. Open up!
I thought you were one of the good guys. Turns out you're with the ward. Keep sniffing around, doing their bidding. I told you, it's safer to sniff around for us, and way more fun. Hey, is it just me, or are you talking to somebody?
Yeah, Strider.
Strider? Is he here? Strider! Strider! Have you seen Strider around here, boys? Strider! Strider! I get it. You were sent here to check if there's life in the noosphere, right?
It was hard to digest at first.
Ah, I see. I take it you've met the representative. Let me guess. The Wardens could make heads or tails of it, could they? It has to be done, Skiff. The Shining. We can get rid of the darkness that's imprisoning us, preventing us from hearing each other. Imagine an eternal spring. No pain, no regret, no suffering.
Don't push it, Scar. I need some time to digest all this.
Fine. All time is ours now. At least while it still means something. Let's talk. I'm here to help you with your digestion. Care to tell me how you ended up on Orbita?
I found the doctor. He said I might find some answers here.
And those answers have finally steered you towards the right path. Better late than never, right? It's a shame. It took all of those gizmos to sway you. Fate is about believing in spite of something, not because of it. Now we can go back to our search for a visiograph. There's bound to be another one out there in the zone, which means we still need Strelok.
I found Strelok. He thinks that all Psi devices are controlled by the STALKER program. If that's true, there could be another visiograph at the program control center.
Get him to spill everything he knows. He'll help us re-establish contact with the representative. Strelok himself doesn't need to know that, of course. Remember, Skiff, everything hinges on how you handle your relationship with the ward. You've seen the truth. Are you ready to embrace it? Get all the info you can out of Strelok. That's our priority right now. Get all the info you can out of Strelok. That's our priority right now.
Skiff, I've examined the neuroprogrammers, and I have an idea how to find the STALKER program control center. They are connected to the same device at the tropospheric communications point. If you get there and activate it, I'll get the data I need. Get going. I'll contact you later.
facility immediately.
Calm down. I've got a pass.
Come on in.
Show me your pass.
Here.
All good. What's the purpose of your visit?
I want to know more about Project Fiber.
I see. Just a moment.
Target acquired! Execute!
Neutralize the threat. Judging by the atmospherics, you made it to the TCP. Listen up. You need to find and activate the neuroprogrammer control panel. Look for a panel with lots of switches. As soon as you launch them, I'll be able to calculate the approximate location of the STALKER program control center, the heart of X Network. So, what do you see?
Screens. A whole wall of them. All static. And a creepy chair.
Right? Have a seat.
I think I'd rather stand.
Don't worry, it won't bite.
I hate dentists.
Are you set?
Yep.
Push the button.
Can you see me?
Yeah. Looking good.
Apparently Dark One's got 20/20 vision.
What?
That's his eyes you're looking through. Wave to the man, Dark One.
Hello, Skiff. It's Dark One. Remember how I tried to kill Strelok? I changed my mind.
Holy shit. How is this possible?
Well, sea consciousness used to have very advanced technology. Now we need to figure out what the ward wants to do with it. Anyway, it's time to wrap this up. It won't be long before the sniffs you out.
I've got an idea. Talk to you later. I've managed to track down the signal down to the Pripyat catacombs. The STALKER program center must be somewhere there. We need to find and destroy it. It's Dictyaro's territory. I guess it's time for you to meet him. But we need to act fast. You've made so much noise that all the ward dogs will run to the TCP now.
Find out who he contacted. What are you doing here, Skiff? You could have just asked.
Well, I'm asking now. What is this installation, Colonel?
There's too much stuff left over from Project X that we need to keep quiet around. Otherwise, we'll end up with stalker bonfires and soiled mattresses piled up in every corner. But you've been a great help to the Ward, and I value your tenacity. So we can talk openly.
Oh, sure thing.
Sit down! Not all knowledge is equally beneficial. Some of it can be outright dangerous in the wrong hands. Who was it?
The Dark One and Strelok.
You trusted Strelok? An agent of sea consciousness?
Strelok is an agent?
Dark One, Scar, Strelok. Sea consciousness bred them like cockroaches. This installation will help us find every last agent, but only within the perimeter. Unfortunately, many of them have already left the zone, and if we do nothing, houses on the mainland will continue to burn and collapse. If you fight a soldier, you're only fighting yourself.
I'm on your side, Colonel.
Bold move.
Skiff, you're awake. Finally. We need to talk. We don't have much time. If you'd excuse me, I'm really busy. Are you all right? The Colonel's completely lost it. He's been difficult before. Now, he's gone off the rails completely. Tossing you in here after all you did for the Ward.
Where's all my stuff?
I don't know. Sorry. They must have taken it when they searched you.
Where am I? Is this the chemical plant?
Yes, the isolation unit. The Colonel keeps prisoners here.
He had his reasons to throw me in here. I found out about some things. And I can't keep working with the Ward knowing them.
Oh. What did you find out? Have you learned anything new about subtle matter?
Yes. Everything the representative said is true. Subtle matter, the Shining Zone, immortality within the noosphere. It's all real.
How can I be sure of what you're saying? Do you have any proof?
I've been to Orbita. Using the prototype pod, I was able to make contact with the noosphere. While I was there, I talked to Strider. He's alive, Balin, alive, with no physical body.
Which means the representative.
He's alive too.
You know, when I was a kid, my father once told me, for a true scientist, impossible simply means unexplored. Whenever I faced a problem I couldn't solve, he'd say, dig deeper, Dallin. I've tried to live by that rule my whole life. And that's why I want to thank you. You didn't settle for superficial answers. You dug deeper. Thank you for that, Skiff. Also, thanks for rescuing me at X11. I haven't forgotten it. I'll give you the key to the cell. You need to get out of here. The sooner, the better.
You're taking a great risk. Do you realize that?
On a scale from day-to-day work at Circa to the Alpha Artifact experiment. I've been through worse. Just be careful. There are patrols everywhere. Wait until I'm at a safe distance. Then, get out of here. Skiff, if our paths ever cross again, remember, I'm on your side.
Hey, Skiff, come on over. I promise I won't bite. They knocked all my teeth out anyway. I don't want to know whatever's going on between you and that brainiac. Turning against his own. Fuck! I'm done with all that mysteries of the zone crap. Here's the deal. Give me the key, and I'll tell you where they stashed your stuff.
Hey, I remember you. You're the one who activated the Dugas.
It wasn't me. It was Ozersky. I was literally just standing there. I knew it wouldn't end well, but hey, nice job telling Korsunov to fuck off. I can respect that.
Here you go. How do you know where my stuff is?
The guards mentioned it. You can overhear a lot if you play dead, including a little chat between a Skiff and a Darlin.
Let's cut to the chase.
They didn't take your PDA? Then again, who'd you even call? Strelok? Here, this is where they stash their stuff. Don't get caught out there. I'll give you a head start. You'll probably go quietly. But I want the war to know I was here. Thanks for not leaving me in the lurch. Zone willing, we'll meet again.
I got word from our mutual friends that you found yourself in the ward's clutches. That's good. Means you've made the right choice. I hope you don't overstay your welcome, and you're going to catch up soon. We're in Pripyat, camped out of the hospital, northern part of the 1st District. Head to Yarmouth. Deki'll let you through. We're waiting for you, and the intel you got from Strelok. Oh, and if Dikterov refuses to cooperate, find Spirit. He's an old mate of mine. He'll help in any way he can. I'm sure of it.
Pripyat is off limits.
Well, I know you're a part of this. Now spill it, or you'll... Can't you see I'm busy?
What are you doing?
None of your business. But you are well aware of that, or you wouldn't have gotten this far in the zone. Is that all you wanted to know?
What's going on here?
Same old. The monolith keeps moving forward round the clock. They have taken the bridge, but won't stop there.
And we both know how they took the bridge, right? Don't even think the loner's gonna distract me from our conversation.
I need to get to Pripyat.
Sure, no problem. Come on in, make yourself at home.
So the entrance is closed?
Sealed tight. We have never allowed anyone in before, and since the signal, it's out of the question.
I'm working with Scar.
Sorry, can't help you there. And I don't want to. If Spark wants to get to Pripyat, I wish you best of luck, but I'm not defying Dekhtyrov's orders. Not even if Scar himself comes begging.
I've heard that a guy called Spirit might be able to lend me a hand.
Oh, fuck.
Holy fucking shit, well, would you look at that? Care to offer our guest a discount, Reg? Or should we ask Telegraph to give him a proper tour?
I haven't seen Spirit since the signal. Yeah, we did business together. But you didn't make a fuss about my connections when I brought you 2 boxes of ammo, did ya?
Tell me about Spirit.
He knows his way around. Hooked me up with folks at Garbage and with the IPSF. But I haven't seen him since the Monolith returned.
Probably because he figured his business guiding stalkers across the boundary went kaput.
His business, not mine. I didn't know what he was up to.
You have no idea how little I care about this at the moment.
If you want to get to Pripyat, find me that Spirit guy. As you can see, my crew's a little thin, so if you're set on crossing the boundary, you'll need to do a bit of legwork.
You can find a guy who worked with Spirit at the water tower. He might be able to tell you something, if he's not too drunk to talk.
See? It's not that hard to cut to the fucking chase. You've got your lead, Stalker. Dismissed.
The zone rewards the well-prepared. And with Monolith right next door, you better stock up. Better safe than sorry. There was this one guy who tried to calculate everything. He figured running light would be quicker, but he couldn't outrun a Monolithian's bullet. So my advice is, think twice and buy thrice. Take your pick. They say it's always darkest before the dawn. Bullshit. In the zone, it's always darkest before you get clobbered by a fucking emission. If you're too stingy, don't come crying to me later.
Wait until you laugh your asses off when I tell you some home base shit. Fucking hilarious.
I figured your ugly mug would make an appearance here sooner or later. Another one of Scar's miracles, I suppose.
You know what it means to make a choice.
Ugh, holy shit. You even sound like him now.
It's not about picking between right and wrong or yourself and other people. It's about choosing whether to believe or not.
Believe in what?
Something better and brighter. Something greater than yourself. That's why the Ward and Strelok are both going to lose. They don't have faith in themselves, let alone the Zone. And you're the same way.
Why are you here?
You've been to Pripyat before. Maybe you can help me get there.
It was a long time ago. I had a deal with Dekhtyarov, but now he's gone and Nord doesn't like me very much. The folks I failed to take to their destination, he knew them. So, the deal's off now. The Zone's not big on honoring deals these days, huh?
You worked with Spirit. What can you tell me about him?
He was part of the original Spark. The real Spark. Not whatever Scar had turned it into. And before that, he was a Monolithian.
Then he's back with them now.
When the signal hit, he happened to be in a place shielded from the sea effects. He's still himself. Miserable as ever.
I'm looking for Spirit. I need to get to Pripyat.
What does Scar want in Pripyat? It's sunny there, sure, but I doubt it's shiny enough for him.
Pripyat holds the key to the Shining Zone. See? I'm not holding anything back.
Just because you believe in it doesn't make it real. You know how many years I trusted Scar?
If you don't trust him, trust me. I saw them. The representative, Strider, they're alive in the Shining Zone. Scar's methods may be misguided, but his goal is noble. Help me track down Spirit. I promise you, it's all true. It's all worth it.
I'm not even sure who you sound like. Scar or Faust? Who am I hearing?
You're hearing a man who believes in what he's doing. Just like you once did.
Maybe it really was a miracle that I stumbled across you in Zalicia back then. I used to regret saving you, but maybe the zone really does work in mysterious ways. When Spirit and I went our separate ways, he was heading down the tunnel to Limansk. He's probably still out there, looking for a way into the town. You two share something. Both searching for a home, both refusing to give up no matter what. What's ever waiting for you in Pripyat? Thank you for not giving up on your faith.
Thanks for helping us with those critters. But you better get out of here, and quick. I can't deal with you right now. I said thank you, but hit the road already.
What kind of tunnel is this?
The road to Limansk. Or so we thought. But it's a dead end too. I guess Nor himself ordered to collapse it. Fucking glory hound.
Will you tell me what happened here?
The zone happened, in all its fucking glory. We went into the tunnels, thought we'd find a way through. Nope, nothing but rubble and mutants. So we turned back, and the Monolithians came out of nowhere. Those bitches tracked us like fucking bloodhounds.
I'm looking for Spirit. Do you know him?
Where did you even... Oh, well, I guess it's no time for secrets now. He hired us to guide him to Limansk. But now it seems we can only guide him to the other side. So you're free to go. There's nothing to see here.
I just need to talk to him. Maybe I can help.
I don't think you can. It's too late. If you make it worse, you're dead, man. I'll see to it. Open up! He wants to talk to Spirit!
Those mutants are tricky, eh? One distracts you, while another one flanks you out. Almost like humans. There's about to be one less human in the equation. So, whatever, I guess. Whatever Scar's men are looking for. Around here, I don't have it. Fuck off. and let me die in peace.
How do you know who I am?
I don't have a fucking clue, but I can sure as hell see who you've been hanging out with. It's all in your eyes. You Sparkers are just like monolithians. Blind fanatics, the whole lot of you. I'll spill it. What did your buddy Scar want?
Why won't your men help you?
Because they can't save me. I hired them to help me get to Limansk. But, as you can see, there's no way to get to Limansk from here. So they're stuck here with me until I snuff it. Honest folk. Good stalkers. Not many left in the zone these days.
Who wounded you?
Not wounded. Killed. One of those guys you put down up front. I guess I could have thanked you for avenging me. But I tell you what, vengeance might bring peace to the dead, but it ain't no fucking comfort to the dying.
I need to get to Pripyat. I know you've been taking stalkers around Yanev.
You think I was doing it for money? Hell, I barely covered my expenses. Dektyarov is an idiot. You can't take away someone's dream, you know? It's like the seaside you never visited. Always sunny, always peaceful. Or at least it used to be. Until the monolith showed up. I have no idea why Scar needs to get to Pripyat. But my secrets will die with me!
How did you make it through the signal?
A spark bunker. Not the spark that's out there right now. The original one. My spark. It was shielded against any Psi effects. Ozerski really outdid himself there. I wonder what's become of him. I hope he's doing okay.
What were you doing here?
What? Victor didn't fill you in? Don't give me that look. Who else could have told you how to track me down? I don't know anything but the zone. When the monolith went silent, I started looking to fit in here somehow. Find a place of my own. A home. As weird as it might sound. When the monolith came back, there was nothing left for me in Pripyat. I figured maybe I'd get luckier in Limansk. But no matter how hard I tried, I just couldn't get there.
No one dies for real here. Scar proved it.
Scar? Huh? Do you know what happened at the chemical plant when the wards showed up? They attacked us out of the blue. I saw Topel die in an instant. Boom. And he was gone. And if it weren't for Marshall, I'm still not sure how I made it.
Scar made it too.
Scar was never there. He was never part of Topol's original spark. If he claimed otherwise, he was lying through his teeth. And if he lied about that, just imagine what else he might be lying about.
Are you absolutely certain about that?
I'm a monolithian. My entire life, as I remember it, was devoted to Topol and the original spark. I still see him in my dreams. He keeps asking me why I left him there. But it doesn't matter. It'll all be over soon.
Scar doesn't lie. He skirts the truth, he leaves things out, but he never lies outright. Especially not about what matters most. The Shining Zone.
I've got even less reason to lie to you. I'm on my last legs here. I don't have anything left to fear anymore. Except the unknown.
Why do you scientists always have to make things so complicated? Fate is about believing in spite of something, Mr. Ozevsky, not because of it. Otherwise, what's the point? I need to know for sure. How about it? If you prefer knowing to believing, see for yourself. Well, I didn't expect to see a familiar face here. How's it going? Double? Is that really you? Who else? I want to make sure. Tell me this. During our time in the bunker, someone saved you and your crew from the controller. Who was it? Huh. I'll never forget something like that. It was Dicterio. You really are still alive. Unbelievable. As you can see, Professor, fate is always rewarded. Are you ready to take action?
But there's no unknown, only the Shining Zone. Immortality within the noosphere.
Is that Topol? But how?
I told you, Spirit. Scar doesn't lie. In the zone, death is not the end. We just leave all the darkness behind.
Then I can apologize to him. The bunker. You need the bunker. There's a scanner in there, tricked by some smartass from garbage. It doesn't create anomalies. It disables them. Get it? Here are the coordinates. The instructions are there too. Scar will figure it out. I'm sure of it. Thank you. Thank you for showing this to me. Maybe there really is a Shining Zone after all. Maybe that's where I'll find my home. For the first time since the signal, I'm not afraid.
See you in the Shining Zone, my friend.
Don't worry. We'll give him a proper farewell. Thanks again for your help. Speak, but keep it short. What's waiting for us in Lamansk? Beats me, but it better be worth the trouble. Otherwise, why the fuck are we even bothering? Yeah, sure.
Got your scanner thing tweaked. You can turn anomalous fields off now. Not all of them, so don't get too excited. I'd be richer than McClure by now. Should do the trick for your offloading terminal tunnel. Pretty easy to use. Put the scanner next to a stable anomaly, smash the button, get going. Don't drag your feet. The anomalies are gonna stay off for freaking ever. Throw in a couple of bolts, too. Better safe than sorry.
Sector 18! We're under attack. Sector 18, defend your positions. Keep your heads down. Stalker, come on in. It's clear.
You're a good shot. We could use someone like you here.
Check sectors 6, 7, and 11. Quick! The assault on HQ is a diversion.
Copy that.
Tell Nor to stand by. Dektyarov, commander of the Corps. I appreciate your help against the Monolithians.
Skiff.
I've heard about you, and the folks you roll with. Don't beat around the bush, Skiff. Every minute I'm here means one less dead Monolithian. What do you want?
What's the Corps doing here?
We're securing the area. The Palace of Culture is the last outpost where my men can rest and resupply in Pripyat. Why are you here?
What's the situation in Pripyat?
Grim. But you can see that for yourself.
I'm looking for the entrance to the Pripyat Underground.
Don't expect any assistance from the Corps. I'm aware of what you and your associates are after. We won't allow it.
Is that a threat?
Yes. Your involvement might have saved a couple of my men, so you're permitted to stay in my town and camp for now. However, if you keep digging around, I'll treat you just like any Monolithian. I've said my piece.
Sector 6, clear.
We shouldn't have left. It's our town.
Sector 11, clear.
It's no one's town. Belongs to the dead, and I'm not gonna join them. Leaving for
Sector
Yanyev
7,
was
we have got an issue. Windmill's gone silent.
Oh yeah?
Dispatching
and
the
where
squad.
are we gonna run when they kick us out of Yanyev? To the Cordon? Or maybe straight to the mainland? I didn't join the Corps to be on the run all the time.
And I didn't join up to get killed by the monolith. We've got orders from Degi, and they don't say anything about dying for Pripyat.
I deliver messages. Radios don't work great here, and Deggy always wants to be in the loop. But I don't like it here. The town's dead. The streets are quiet. Too quiet, if you know what I mean. If you're gonna come with me, you gotta move fast. And don't look back. Where to? Safe travels.
Rome squad. Never made it back.
At all costs. That's what Scar said, China.
Looks like we're up next, then.
There's nothing there, Scar.
Then we'll just keep searching. Deggy doesn't want to cooperate. He's like the blind dog in the manger. He won't eat the hay himself, and he won't let anyone else have it either.
There has to be another way. It's what the zone is all about.
You're a changed man, Richter.
It's all thanks to you, Skiff. You were right. If you believe in something greater than yourself, life no longer seems that unfair anymore. And neither does the zone. I'm not sure how this will all play out in the end, but I'll do my best to make amends for what I've done.
After all, regret is part of the darkness we're trying to leave behind. Among other things.
So, what's the plan now?
I've got 3 leads.
I already checked one. It's a dead end. Not to mention I narrowly escaped getting killed there.
And yet, your efforts were helpful to Skiff. Everything happens for a reason, you see. Now, we are left with 2 options, the Prometheus and the Laundromat.
What's inside the laundromat?
It was the HQ for the military forces involved in Operation Fairway. Don't bother asking about the specifics. They both have enough crap to think about as it is. However, there could be documents there related to a helicopter that was sent to locate the entrance to the underground area. Stingray 7, I think it was.
The Prometheus? What's in there?
A long time ago, they stashed an archive of military facility blueprints there, including maps of the underground area. At the very least, we might be able to help our friendly guide expand his collection of Pripyat maps.
I'm ready to go.
The city is a death trap. Wherever you turn, you're gonna have to fight your way out. And that's if you're fortunate enough.
The hardest part is just before you win, isn't it?
You ain't getting it, Skiff. I'm dead serious. Pripyat was never a walk in the park, but now...
I'm not like your old group, Richter. I won't end up lost. Trust me. Trust the zone.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Let's get going. Keep me posted, all right?
You made it in one piece.
Did you have a nice trip?
You gotta have more faith in me, Scar. Here, I found it.
See that guide? The zone is on our side. Let's see what we've got. Looks like this entire underground area is an old military facility called the Foundation. And there's more than one entrance. The Polisa Hotel and the Olympia Cafe. I reckon we shouldn't leave either one to our dear friends from the ward. Which means we're gonna have to split up. You can have first dibs, Skiff.
Tell me about the Olympia Cafe.
If I were one of our friends, I'd put a couple of snipers there. But you've got a knack for treading lightly, Skiff.
What's in store for me at the Polisa?
If our enemies beat us to it, you'll have a fight on your hands. But you love a good fight, don't you?
I'll go through the hotel.
I'll send my men to meet you there. Richter and I will take the second entrance. There's no way Korshunov can stop us this time.
What's gonna happen after we get to the control center?
We'll pick up where we left off at Malachite. And this time, we'll see it through. We'll receive our instructions and purge all the darkness within us.
Are you certain about this, Richter?
No. But you both keep telling me that faith isn't about certainty. I'll make sure they get to the spot. As for you, I never doubted you.
I've got it. Ready to move?
Let's do this. And brace yourself. The zone has the ultimate challenge in store for us. If you've got any unfinished business, you should probably wrap it up before we start down this path.
Here. But I avenged our men.
A good man, our new friend, reported that the Warden pigs are already digging towards the Foundation. Get over there on the double. We'll meet you underground.
You made it, Skiff. Come on, let's move. Did you hear Dallin? They want to destroy the zone. We can't let that happen.
What about Scar?
He's taking another way. We'll be okay on our own. Hurry up.
Why the hell are you stalling? You just need to disconnect one stupid device and connect another in its place. It's no more be extremely careful. Otherwise...
Darling, don't act up. This ragtag bunch can't get to the generators on foot. So what was the point of opening up X11? Just do this, and soon the name Dmitro will echo round the world. We need someone we can all trust to get those fucking hoops spinning. And we both know that representative isn't an option.
But my father...
Your father's dead! He's gone! I saw them boiling in those pods with my own eyes. The goddamn physiograph is just a fucking talking TV man.
It's hard to believe, but subtle matter is real, Colonel. I know it!
You're not a scientist, you're just a lousy piece of shit.
Oh yeah? Fuck you!
You got it? Here. Who are you?
We are the result of an experiment, ended creating a super consciousness called sea consciousness.
Father.
According to our calculations, Earth is surrounded by a special informational field, the so-called noosphere. It links all sentient inhabitants of the planet and stores their mental images.
What's the true scientist rule?
Our main goal was to make small adjustments to the noosphere, allowing us to remove things like anger, cruelty, greed, and other negative factors from the planet.
Dad, like you said, what's the true rule of a scientist?
Individuals are unable to affect the noosphere.
Be quiet.
But sea consciousness could.
Shut up! Shut the fuck up! It must be erased, destroyed, eradicated. I want it wiped out forever, without a trace, without pity! Skip!
Dig deeper, darling. Dig deeper, son.
It's all real. It's always been real. The miracles of the zone. Subtle matter. Eternal life within the noosphere. And I nearly destroyed it. Almost deprived humanity of its chance at immortality. I could have killed my own father.
Be grateful to the zone. It spared you from doing something you couldn't undo.
I am grateful. Truly, I am. I really meant well.
I believed that I could make the future a little better. But Agatha's plan was never about the good of humanity, was it? All she wanted was total control. And if it wasn't for you, she would have achieved it. I don't know if I would have found the courage to get to the truth if you hadn't opened my eyes to it. Thank you for everything.
You made the Shining possible. You've played your part. Now Scar and I need to finish what your father set in motion.
It's still very dangerous out there. However, if you succeed, if it all goes according to plan, all these deaths, the Wardens, Spark, Noontide, ordinary Stalkers, they'll all be undone. Humanity will finally attain the life it deserves. A life without pain, without death, without hate. It's a risk worth taking.
Maybe, after the Shining, great experiments will finally be performed without casualties.
Sounds like a promising future. Best of luck to you. See you in the new reality.
At last. I was afraid I wouldn't make it in time. Grieve not for the dead, Skiff. When they awaken, they will be embraced by the Shining Zone. Speak to the representative. Our goal is within our grasp. It's time to find out how to attain it.
Greetings, Skiff. The last time you conversed with a representative of Sea Consciousness, it was comprised of all its members. Thanks to your assistance, I can finally speak for myself. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Valentine Darling, the leader of the team responsible for making contact with the Noosphere. In 2006, I refused to follow the regulatory board's orders and became one of those who created the zone by mistake. I'm sure you've accumulated quite a few questions since our last encounter.
We've come so far, but I still don't understand how you've been carrying out your plan all this time.
In the disaster of 2006, Sea Consciousness took control of the X network and anomalous energy. Later, we created the Monolith and the agents. But there were those who helped us from the beginning.
Korshunov told me about your agents. He claimed they pose a threat to the mainland. What's their true purpose?
Everything we created has served one purpose: the successful realization of the Shining in the future. The creation of agents has been fully justified. Thanks to them, you're on our side. Unfortunately, after Strelok deactivated the Besi installation, we lost contact with the zone for a while, so we had no control over the agents who decided to leave the zone. Don't think they haven't been rewarded for their efforts. We've given them a reason to live, Skiff. A higher purpose.
What about Strelok?
There was a glitch in the programming. Strelok went against his program. With the help of Dr. Kaimanov, who betrayed us once, he managed to get to the Monolith control unit. We invited him to join us in the 8th pod. A mistake that might otherwise have cost us our lives. Because he chose to destroy us instead.
Not a mistake. The Zone's providence. You never died. You became pioneers of the truth. Guides to eternity.
And who's been helping you all this time?
We weren't the only ones who went up against the regulatory board. After Project X was frozen, Some of our former employees decided to continue research under our guidance. They called themselves MDST. When Strelok shot our bodies and destroyed one of the X-Network's central nodes, we continued to exist in the noosphere, but lost our connection to the zone and the ability to interfere. The Monolith program, X-Network, and related laboratories whose functioning was ensured by C consciousness stopped for 10 years. Only the agent's programming survived.
Until you brought Alpha to Circa. And until I ignorantly reactivated the system from the X-11 lab. But it turned out that we were fortunate.
How did you get mixed up in all this anyway, Scar?
The Spark Science Task Group has always worked for the scientists. They studied the zone, while I believed in its mysterious destiny. Once I heard the Shining Zone legend, I started looking for its manifestations even in the most remote and dangerous places. And found Orbita. Talked to Tropel, who's dead. Just like you talked to Strider. Later, Ozerski and I did everything we could to restore the X-17 visiograph and find out whether it's possible that the C consciousness scientists survived. As you can see, I was right all along. Now you're on our side. The zone's providence has always shown us the right path.
That's all I wanted to know.
Do you have any more questions, or are you ready to proceed with the Shining Plan?
So at some point, you decided to go against the regulatory board. Why?
The regulatory board, a group of influential people behind Project X, wanted to use our work to gain control over the noosphere with the help of a generator's network all over the planet. But they wanted it only for themselves. We couldn't let that happen. As long as there is darkness in humanity, there will be people like them. Our original plan was to remove this darkness. That's how C consciousness came into being. During the experiment, there was a breakdown, and the noosphere energy rushed to the Earth, creating an anomalous zone. Thanks to it, we got new opportunities and developed the Shining Project.
I've heard about induced illusions being part of the STALKER program. I wasn't completely sure if subtle matter was real or if you were just a holographic projection.
The STALKER program does indeed exist, but its function differs from what you might imagine. It doesn't generate illusions, but rather enables the exchange of data with the noosphere. This is what made our communication possible.
What do I need to do to make sure the Shining becomes a reality?
First, we need to restore the connection between the center and the generators. It can only be done manually at the generators, so you'll have to make your way there through the Dead Valley. I'll do my best to teleport you as close as possible, but the teleportation system is currently unstable, so you'll need an experimental Project X suit. I'll give you the coordinates. Once the connection is restored, we'll need another piece of the puzzle. A mediator, a human being, who will act as an intermediary between the zone and the noosphere.
To restore communication between the center and the generators, I'll have to cross Dead Valley. How do I do that?
Now that the navigator is operational, the emissions in the Dead Valley are becoming more frequent. The entire zone is in flux. New anomalies are emerging everywhere, and secure routes are vanishing. Only the Shining has the power to reverse this process. But fear not. The valley is only truly dangerous for the Ward and those who seek to destroy the zone. Not for you. Walk without fear, and you'll reach your destination. And be the first to witness real miracles.
Who's gonna become the mediator between the zone and the noosphere?
Bringing the Shining to life would be impossible without you, Skiff. However, the role of the mediator requires someone with Class 5 PC protection. A single person wouldn't have sufficed in the past, but now, with C consciousness manifested as subtle matter, we can enhance the connection from the other side. Scar's mind exhibits an exceptional resistance to emissions. That's why the responsibility of resurrecting us falls on his shoulders. One might say, he was born for it.
I've always known.
We are on the verge of achieving our goal, and thanks to you, we can now attain it. Now please, leave. I'd like to speak to my son.
Hi, Dad. The connection is incredibly unstable. I'm not even sure if my father can hear me.
I'll lend you a hand, Doctor.
Like I really am your guardian angel. Don't worry, Skiff. We're in the Dead Valley, but we're still alive. Just don't give up, alright? Have faith. Looks like the weather is getting worse. We should go. Get down there. I'll be waiting for you further ahead.
It wasn't in vain. None of it was ever in vain. I can rest easy now.
What else is there to do? It's either win or lose. That's just how it goes.
By your will, Monolith, by your power, bring my brothers back to me. Grant them peace.
Look for burning fires. Near them, the missions aren't dangerous. Promise. Meet me at the destroyed convoy.
Sky, what's going on? Come in. Mutants. Got rid of them. Copy that. We're following you to the valley. Zenith 1, I'm over the generators. Quite beautiful here. And peaceful. I'm about to land. See background is fine. Hover there. Land when you see us. Sky, I see you. Code red, I repeat. Code red. What's up with those lights? An emission. Zenith 1, do you copy? I'm losing altitude. Turn around! Turn around! Immediately!
Well, that's it. I took you here, as promised. I did it.
I'm sorry it had to go down like this.
You've taught me what it means to believe. And look, I'm the true guide now, just like you promised. The zone is so beautiful, Skiff. Now that I can see it for real, it's just breathtaking. Do what you gotta do, Skiff. Once upon a time, I aspired to become a true guide. Now, thanks to you, I am one.
Contact. That means you've made it to the generators. The voices of the living cannot penetrate into the dead valley. Now, head to the communication node that connects to the Foundation and activate it. If all goes well, I'll join you shortly.
switches. You've connected to the Foundation, and the representative has teleporters set up. Let's get the party started. I'm already there. Couldn't wait for backup. We must reach X7 as quickly as possible. Do me a favor. Head down to the teleporter room and provide cover for my men. They'll join us shortly. I don't want the Monolithians to stop them from witnessing the birth of the Shining Zone. Skiff, are you in position? Scar mighty clear. We shouldn't proceed to the generators until you're ready.
I'm in position.
Good. We're coming. What the hell? What the fuck just happened? Skiff, check the teleporter on your end.
It's rigged with explosives.
You chose to side with those fanatics. Now, you'll have to perish with them. Why do you need the zone, Skiff? You got no clue what to do with it.
No, it was Strelok. He won't be causing any more trouble, though. He's dead.
No one in the zone dies for good, Skiff. Especially the legends. I'm heading to the neural laboratory. Come down and meet me there. The others should stay put to the teleporter room. We'll wrap this up together. You and I.
Jesus.
Poor Scar. I knew him, Skiff. A fellow of infinite jest, of most excellent fancy. And now, how abhorred in my imagination it is. My gorge rises at it. Oh. Where be your jibes now? Your gambles? Your verses? Prithee, Skiff, tell me one thing. Do you think the representative looked of this fashion in the earth?
I guess.
And smelt so, huh? What a miserable end, Skiff. The representative dies. The representative is buried. The representative turns to dust. The dust to soil, the soil to clay. And who's to say that clay won't end up a stopper for a rusty rain barrel? And just to think, once he determined the destinies of all these stalkers. So this is why, in our own dreams, sometimes we see their memories. But the representative is alive. Only our enemies claim there is no life after death. If that's the case, then there is no shining zone. Tagan, 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 ding, ding! If there is no shining zone, then all these lives were wasted in vain, Skiff. It's not true. Come on, kids! The shining zone ain't gonna find itself! Oh, Stalker. Lost his arm, lost his head for this cause. Along with everything in it. Will be achieved. You see, Skiff, history is spiraling. Many years ago, C Consciousness ran their very first experiment and created the zone right here in this lab. And here we are, about to conclude our last experiment, so the zone can be reborn and become what it was always supposed to be. Then again, the zone was never part of the initial plan. You and I, Skiff, are manifesting the ultimate eventuality. The most important things never go as planned. It is luck that creates them. Or the other way around. It is pure eventuality that we're here now. I'm here because I can mediate. You, because of all the places the zone could reveal itself, it chose your home. A new world lies before us. You know, Skiff, I just had a funny idea. What if I changed my mind about entering the 8th pod? What if everything I've believed in, everything I've worked for, wasn't truly mine? What if it all belonged to someone else?
What you believe in doesn't matter anymore, Scar. You made me believe. For real. And that means you're gonna step into that pod, no matter what happens next. Because in the Shining Zone, everything will be just as it's meant to be. That's what I believe.
Then, so be it. Thank you. I needed to hear that. Now, we need to get past that blast door. Let's go.
Something's wrong.
I'd help you if I weren't woefully ineffective in combat at the moment.
You pulled it off, Skiff. The elevator's up and running. Meet me downstairs at X7.
All right, Skiff. It's time for a miracle. Wow.
That's it? Stairway to heaven.
Flip that switch. Very nice. My entrance ticket. Come on. Looking for Octa. Octa. Oh, there. Service exposed. Ah, I got it. Thank you. I'm going to go there. You're going to stay here. On my command, push that thing up. Don't let me down! Yeah. Ready? Go!
Richter, is this all real?
Reality is whatever you think is real.
Oh God, he plays so well!
Finally, a superstar.
I still can hear, can see, and feel. Am I really here?
Well, who's talking then?
Many stalkers owe you their life.
Thank you.
Come on, man! Spill it!
Who the fuck are you?
The first ride on the Ferris wheel.
And me, Scar. Don't worry, this time you won't have to...
Just a guide. I was only showing the way, right?
Old time. It's ours now.
Father.
Poor Scar. called to stand upon the sea. Through death, through darkness thus, I choose the nets that swallow me. This mortal coil failed us.